Once upon a time, there was a little girl called Simone who wanted to be a pop star. She worked for her O-levels by day and sung in the pubs and the clubs by night. Last Christmas, her first single was #1 in Hong Kong. Now, with the help of a group of musicians from around Stoke, she's trying for a hit in the UK.
Not my brain, you understand sometimes the boy forgets. He forgets to hide them. I know who left those smooths behind. He says he's just a friend. I see I'm not blind to him. What am I gonna do about him? He's gonna have to do without me, or do without him. No one gets to get it for free. It's me or it's him. Don't know what he looks like, don't know who he is, don't know why he thought that I would see you might not use. I don't want to own him, but I can't let him have it both ways. 3 is one too many of us. You leave with me or you stay with him. What am I gonna do about him? He's gonna have to do without me, or do without him. No one gets to get it for free. It's me or it's what am I gonna do about him? He's gonna have to do without me, or do without him.
Signal radio time. It is now 24 minutes to 3 o'clock, and that instrumental interlude is just to get us into the fact that today is a very special day on Signal Radio. With me, the beautiful and talented Simone once again.
Hi, Mel.
How are you?
Fine.
Well, it's been how many weeks since we last spoke?
I don't know.
About 5 or 6 weeks, I would think. And since then, I've been hearing about you, reading about you in newspapers. There's a tremendous buzz going around show business right now that you are the thing of the future, for want of a better phrase. I mean, you're the person that's going to actually do it.
We'll
Simone,
see.
how do you feel?
I don't know, because, you know, it's like I've said before, until anything actually happens and people start saying, oh, there she is, and all this, that, and the other, you don't feel anything different.
Now, you're coming up to the time where you're leaving school. You've not left yet, I take it.
Shh.
Oh, is that top secret?
Shh. Well, I'm getting me, we're filming in school tomorrow, and the headmaster's going to say bye to me, and good luck to for the future, so, you know, we might go back after that for another few days.
Once upon a time. These are words that open up a new, magical existence. A world of fantasy. A world where dreams come true. Nowadays, unfortunately, things are just not as simple as that. Some of you will be leaving school in a few weeks' time. I only hope that you have learnt how to cope with all the uncertainties that are going to lie ahead for you. We'll stand now and sing hymn number 41.
Kids are the hardest people to mix with. I think there is a lot of resentment because I have got something to walk into as soon as I leave school. I would probably feel the same, you know, if it was me looking at somebody else who got something to go to, because you've got no future anymore. It's just one crazy fight at the moment. I'd always been associated with the singing and associated with how my dad used to sit there learning records and things. I would see him doing the records and I think, oh, that's nice, let me go and have a go. I think my father was just about to sort of bring me into it, and then he got killed, so...
He went away to do a gig in Wales, and unfortunately on the way back he collided with an articulator and was killed. And then after about 3 months, Simone appeared at the door of the studio and said that she would like to finish the tracks, basically. And we thought, God, what's this? A 9-year-old girl. And we booked the session, she came in and sang, and she's been here ever since.
Barry and that didn't know what to expect. I mean, they thought it was going to be a joke. And I walked in and you could tell he was thinking, oh, kids.
Worry about it.
I just thought about what he said.
It's just progressed from there, and then with Barry buying and the other directors buying AVM and doing it all up, we've managed to get really good sounds out now.
By that little wry smile, I think you've all already got your passport. Maybe.
Barry, I mean, he's been basically like a father to me since my own father died. I mean, he's my producer, my songwriter, my manager, my roadie. I mean, I do listen to them all, and they've all got very valuable pieces of information. Like, you know, they have more experience than me, and they know what they're after. So you've got to listen to them.
Any comments from you guys? No, not really. It would appear that it's all under control. Although I can't believe for a minute that you've all got it right.
Success is, I mean, to be a singer and to be involved with this business, the aim is success. Everybody's dream is to become the star. That's what keeps you going, no matter whether you work in the pub circuit, the club circuit, or what. You know, I mean, me, I'm getting a small taste of it, I suppose. But, I mean, everybody wants it. You know, success is a hard thing to ask because it's just a dream, basically.
That's okay, yeah. Not quite so hard. Just save a little bit for the chorus, okay?
In the first studios that Barry had, I was terrified. I used to try and hide out of the way of the window so that they couldn't see me. Now I've sort of grown up with it, you know. I've done it for 5-6 years now. I love it. I love being there. I get a great sense of achievement in actually standing behind a mic. And you actually can use your voice to do something, and it works. At one point I went through a stage where I shouted everything. It comes from doing live work, because when you're out there doing it live, you start pushing and you come in the studios and you're thinking you're live. And you have to keep being told, right, you're doing it wrong. And Les is always the one for that.
Pull it back into yourself, just to get a bit more tension on that one note.
What's this just saying to me?
Well, with all the explosions and everything, you don't normally have a track that's this powerful. So.
Thanks, don't be mad.
So you never need to feel it slow. But how can you deny your body when your soul is crying out for more? You got love to burn.
Now up for the big one.
You've got love to burn.
That's it, that's better.
You've got love to burn, but there's nothing coming in return. You've got love to burn.
Right, yeah, that's much better. We'll go out and do it like that. Okay. Great.
In the past year, really, I have actually, you know, everybody's put this soul energy into me. I've been old enough to actually do something with before. I mean, I was just too young. And in this past 12 months, I have learned, I feel, 6 or 7 years' experience in the business. People are brought around you, all expressing the different attitudes, and from them, you pick out how you feel. And from seeing how an audience reacts and seeing how people talk to you.
This is all men's clothes.
So?
Oh, no, they've got your shorts in there.
So?
Your shorts.
Sexy quality for that's nice.
Yes. That's the all-in-one thing, isn't it?
What do you think about that yellow?
That one.
Great. Nice and summery. Especially for the Bournemouth.
I don't like being a stereotype of everybody else. People are like that too much today. And I think people need to break free a little bit.
Really suits you. Yes.
I like wearing what I feel comfy in. And I haven't got much imagination, I must admit. But I don't like being the latest
Well, that's the
fashion
one we
things.
looked
Like, I
at,
mean, I
wasn't it?
hate these latest colours that are out, all these fluorescents. They're just not me with me bleached hair. I do try to be a bit different, even though a lot of the time it doesn't work. And I end up looking worse.
Your own love energy is burning you away inside. For you trying to survive the hungry, so you never let your feelings show. But how do you deny your body when your soul is crying out for more? You got love to burn. You got love to burn. You got love to burn. But there's nothing coming in return. You got love to burn. You got one sure fire, and you know you got to face the heat. One cure, even though the taste of love is bittersweet. Oh no, you can't fight it. You're suffering to your body's needs. You're so excited that you're looking for a guarantee. But you're trying to survive the hungry, so you never show your love at all. But how can you deny your body when your mind is like a fireball? You got love to burn. You got love to burn. You got love to burn. But there's nothing coming in return. You got love to burn. For you're trying to survive the hungry, so you never let your feelings show. But how can you deny your body when your soul is crying out for more? You got love to burn. You got love to burn. You got love to burn.
When you do live work, you just turn into some kind of force that's wanting to give power all the time, and you give it everything you've got until you literally can't give it anymore. At first, I started off by doing the club cabaret spot, and I hated that. I'm a young girl. I shouldn't go around singing songs that were recorded 20 years before. I mean, I do compromise a bit because my mother comes, sing a ballad, sing a ballad.
Zoe? Tiff, come on.
Can't find my shoe. I can't find my jumper neither.
Oh, yeah. Just come on.
I want to be a pop star,
Where you left them, Zoe?
and I want to go out and sing pop songs.
I don't know, you wear them.
That is what I want to do, and I shall do all I can to do it. If it means sacrificing what I want to actually do personally, socially, I shall do it. I can get a lot out of music, and if I'm down, it can cheer me up. You know, it's silly, but it is that. And I'd love to be able to go up to a piano and just knock out of it and really enjoy it. Like, I love singing. It is really me. There's always a record on, or music, or the radio on, full blast in the house. Neighbours must love me. They're all moving. The whole street's in despair at me. And you see them looking daggers.
Sure is good. Must be a miracle. I've got a man.
I sing because I get a great buzz from it. I don't feel any more special than the person standing next to me. Where people say, oh, you should be though. You should be different. You should be untouchable. And I don't want to be that. And it's ever so difficult, but you can see what they're getting at.
I've got a man of my own.
I like music that I can feel, and music that I can bound around to, and music that makes me feel life. And something that's got energy and power with it. And I like to be able to get down and really feel that music. I mean, I hate sitting around. I want to be out there, you know, jumping around and acting a fool, and because that's what music is to me. It is me, it's part of me, and when I hear music, I can just let loose, let rip.
Special hat here for the kid who's...
Right.
You did say you were still at school, didn't you? What, it for 24 hours?
Yeah.
Right, now we'll do something a bit different with you now. I'll take the hat off, I'm fed up with it. Right, I want you to just be sitting on the floor. Okay, leaning on the side of the chair there. Over that way, actually. That's right, so you're just leaning into there. Okay, super. Right, that's great.
The immature, giggly schoolgirl, basically, because that's what I am. Although you have to be so many different things. I think that's one of the hardest parts, and it's one of the hardest parts of getting used to. Like pop stars, you look up to them, I wish I was like that, I wish I could dress like that. And you've got to be conscious of what people are thinking all the time and try to appear good and look good. I mean, I spent a fortune on clothes, so...
Bring your hand up.
It's a hard business.
That's nice, yeah. Let's head up a little bit. That's good. Just playing around with that lapel there. Great. Turn yourself around. So you actually...
Don't you laugh at me!
And again, just leaning forward a little bit.
I hate it. I think Carl was shit now.
sideways on there. That's great.
People think that singing is just singing. You know, it's not at all. I mean, myself these past few weeks, you have to learn to be a professional model, and you have to learn how to handle newspapers coming round, and how to handle people who are very influential, and how to look right. I think it's down to you, your personality, as to whether or not you can handle it. I know myself, I think at the moment, I wouldn't do anything unless I agreed with it, unless I thought that was right. And I can't see the point. Like going on to drugs and things, it's stupid, you know, because you just get yourself all messed up. And, you know, it's stupid. You see it happening all the time, and I think that should be enough for people. I think people should learn by what others do. You know, and I do try and take notice of that, because I know I don't want to be like that. I want to, if I do make it, I want to get up there and enjoy it, and that's all. On a local scale, you are almost there. It just needs that one big push now. One big push, and we should be there. We'll see what happens.
Let me know when we are 3 hours from the station. I don't want to count the miles that lie between. Excuse me if I don't have much to say. I've got things on my mind. Told him that our love was here to stay. Now I've just left it all behind. Never leave the one you love. It will only break your heart in two. Don't say goodbye if it makes you cry. He only wants to be with you. Tell him that you'll always feel this way, no matter what you do. Never leave the one, never leave the one you love. Never thought I'd ever feel this way about him. Never thought I'd have to spend all my days alone. I see places we used to go, but somehow they don't seem quite the same. Just like a scene from some old picture show, I see his face again and again. Never leave the one you love. It will only break your heart in two. Don't say goodbye if it makes him cry. He only wants to be with you. Tell him that you'll always feel this way, no matter what you do. Never leave the one, never leave the one you love.
Singing is part of me now. It is me. I am singing now. Whether I make it or not, that is me. Okay, I want to be a star, I want to have success, I want people to know who I am. But that's not it. It really is an addiction. That's all it is. You know, you just cannot break away from it. You've got one dream all the time.